Alright, so I'm back here with another video. This one, I was going to showcase this new site or app or whatever. This is the Smarter Collector platform, which is basically, it's like a collection hub, sort of. Like you can sort of display your cards, you can, you enter the information, how much you paid for stuff, it tracks all that, like the financial stuff as well. And there's some really fun stuff too with like some rankings, power rankings. You can make tiers. You can like sort which cards are keeping versus available. So what I really like about this is like this is completely made for like a nerded out collector. This is not like no flipper is going to care about this. Whereas like Card Ladder, which is here, the main reason I use Card Ladder is for this collection part right here. But it's kind of limited. I don't like how big it makes these cards here. Like I'd have to rearrange my desktop to make them smaller a little bit. But yeah, it's not as like in-depth as I would want it to be. And most of the reason people use Card Ladder is for like the sales history, the shop, all that stuff. Whereas this is just like strictly made for like your collection. So I really love the idea and I want to support this. And I also have a few suggestions, just stuff I've noticed so far that I would change, which I'll share at the end. But yeah, first off, you just add all your cards in here. There's different ways to sort. So you got like first added, sort by that, purchase price, current value. You can do a bunch of stuff like that. When you click on the card, you can zoom in and then switch back and front, and the image quality looks totally fine to me, so that's nice. You can click the information thing here, so we'll do that for this card. And this is sort of like the page you get when you upload a card. This is all the stuff you enter. So yeah, this is 96, Upper Deck, Pavel Bure, card number, what type of card it is, if it's graded, you can put the cert number there. And you put like your purchase stuff. You can see I just recently bought this card and intentionally overpaid for it. I think it's worth about $1,100, but I paid $1,800 just because this is one of my old cards that I did not want to initially sell, and I got a chance to buy it back. So, and then down here you can do some other stuff. They have these attributes, which I really like. This Card Ladder does not have this, so you can tick off if it's an auto, if it's serial numbered, or if it's a relic, and then I believe you can. Do you custom type it? I know when you add a card, it gives you like a drop down list for this. But yeah, you can choose different types of relic, whether it's game worn, player worn, whatever, photo shoot. And then you have like notes/story. So I just like write like a short little narrative about like basically why this card, why I own it, what's important about it to me. So yeah, you do that. That's basically when you add a card. And then what is this? I don't really know what this is. I haven't clicked this one yet. Record transaction. So I guess if I'm going to grade this or something, like change it to being graded. I mean, I am going to grade this card, so maybe when I do that, I'll try that. If not, you could just delete and re-add the graded version. Wouldn't be too hard. And then I guess if you sell a card, you do that here, and then it'll keep it tracked or whatever. But honestly, the buying and selling, that's not really, I'm not that interested in that aspect of this. But it is very useful. But yeah, to me, it's more about just displaying the collection and just like having a nice little digital area where all your cards are. Especially, some of these cards I don't keep at my house. So something like this I think is awesome. I only have 12 cards right now on here. I'm going to add one in a second. So I have a couple more cards in this. But if you had like 200 cards, I feel like this would be even better. And they do support CSV stuff here. So you can like export this to CSV. If I would click on this, it's like my collection here like this, but what's important here is you can upload CSV. So if you did have 200 cards, you could just come here, fill all this out, and then upload it. And then all the cards would be in there, and you wouldn't have to manually do it one by one. So yeah, that's definitely an important feature. All right, so let's go ahead and add a card here. So this is going to be an Evan Bouchard card, and it's going to be from OPC Platinum. So one of my suggestions for a feature would be some autofill stuff in this part of it, because like I'm adding OPC Platinum, which I've already added a few OPC Platinum cards. It'd be nice if when I just put like this, a drop down would show up of stuff that I've entered. I think that would be really nice quality of life feature. But yeah, that's one of them. Let's enter all this stuff. They have the drop down here for the sport. So let's add the card here, the image of it. This is going to be the Seismic Gold card. This one right here. We'll add the back as well. Okay, just like that. So this is card number REB. And I would label this one as Seismic Gold Auto 225. It's raw. Cert number, no. Team is Edmonton Oilers. Again, you know, like autocomplete would be nice here. Got that. Value, I mean, who knows? Let's put $300 US. I think I paid, what did I pay for this? 400? No, I think I paid 350 for this, so we'll just say it's worth what I paid for it. If we go down here, this one has an auto. And yeah, here's the drop down I was talking about. So sticker, cut, signature, other, on card. And then this is a serial numbered card. You can even enter like what number it is. So this one looks like it's 18 of 25. And not much story for this card. I mean, Bouchard's been brutal this season so far. So maybe I cursed him by buying this, but I don't think so. I think he's just playing some sloppy hockey in October. Apparently the Oilers, they just can't play hockey at the beginning of the year. It's very frustrating. Probably going to cost McDavid a third straight Art Ross, but, you know, it's all good. But yeah, we added in here, and there it is, added to the collection. Now, one of the things I really like here is I like this labeling below. I think it's a nice font there for the name, and then they have the year and set, and then they have the, you know, the type or whatever, the variation, high gloss out of 10. And then I like this little dot separator for the grade. I think that just looks really nice and clean and tidy. Now, one of my suggestions, which I think would be really cool, is if we'd go back to like this and the attributes, I think there should be like a rookie card or like true rookie card attribute. Now maybe that's like too abstract, whereas like these are all like real things like patches and autos and stuff. So maybe that's why that's not there. But the card nerd in me, I like to label like which of my cards are rookie cards or true rookie cards. So yeah, I think that would be really cool. Add like a rookie card badge, and then, you know, for cards like these ones, these rookies up here, I could add that, and then there'd be like a little RC logo down here. I think that would be really cool. But admittedly, that is like super nerdy. So yeah, this is kind of the main page, and then they have some other cool stuff here. So they have like this want list where you can add cards you're looking for, and it's basically like a eBay search query, which populates cards from eBay over here, which is like a really interesting idea. So I'll use one for an example. Let's say I'm looking for a McDavid PSA 10 Young Guns, which I'm not, but it's just an easy one to use here. Just say, I mean, I feel like even if you enter it this way, you should just use a custom query, because I guess it would just search all of these terms for you if you don't use the custom query. But yeah, I think this is what you should use to get like an accurate thingy to populate. So let's go like this, get rid of some of the stuff. Yeah, actually, no, we want the word 2015 in there. That should already get rid of a lot of the other stuff that we don't want. PSA 10, Young Guns. Let's just see what shows up here. I'm guessing it should populate a bunch of them, and yeah, it does there. So, yeah, that's cool. I think that's a cool feature. I'm not really using it for, you know, a card like this, like a common card, but I did make some specific ones for like all his OPC Platinum Golden Treasures and just some rare rookie cards. I tried to make one for Rookie Patch Auto to 99, which did populate this one, but this one is unfortunately just based on the title the seller picked. There's no way for me to really get rid of this card because they didn't put, they probably intentionally did that, not putting signature patches or whatever. But I mean, why do that? You know, like no one's gonna buy this card based on your eBay title. You know, I think it's not a card I'm even remotely interested in. But yeah, that's the want list section. I guess you can just add like infinite cards here, and it's like kind of a cool way to like track like an eBay save search sort of thing, like all in one place. I think a future feature. I don't know if this is possible or not, but Card Ladder has something like this in the shop, so I can search like McDavid here, and you can see it has Fanatics Weekly. Um, Now this one doesn't. It does search eBay, but I've noticed it's like kind of selective of like which eBay ones it searches. But yeah, they got like Fanatics, My Slabs over here. They'll have like eBay, and they have I think Heritage as well. So yeah, like the as many possible things that it could search and populate over here. That would be really cool, but I don't really know what is possible and what isn't. So yeah, that's like the want list part. We're not gonna go to the stats because that's like all the financial stuff. Um, but yeah, then you have like the sandbox area, which is where you just like play around with like rankings and tiers and like all that nerdy type of stuff. So I'll just show an example. I made power rankings for the cards I have. Oh, it looks like this Bouchard isn't ranked. Perfect, we can rank it right now. So where should this Bouchard go? I mean, my rankings, this just was very easy to make. The Seismic Gold, number one for sure. High Gloss, easy, number two. The Outburst, easy, number three. And then Golden Treasure. Like the top four is just clear. And then this Bure 2-color, then the Bure Patch Auto, then this one, then the Emerald Surge. So I think Bouchard belongs right about here. Definitely like it more than the Hellebuck Golden Treasures. And I might even like it more than these. Not quite sure. Maybe I do, maybe I don't, but whatever. We'll leave it there for now. So they have that. My one comment on this area, I think it's really cool, but it'd be cool if there was like a better way to display your ranking. Because you just like, yeah, it's like all, it looks sort of like an editing area, but it doesn't look like a final result. So it'd be cool if you could kind of load up or maybe click a button that like takes you to a different tab with like a nice display of your rankings or something like that. But another thing, if you go in here, so I guess I'll talk about one of the things I don't like here is let's refresh this. So I'll hit my button or my shortcut to come to the site, and it default puts these by recently added. And I think this should be changeable. Like it shouldn't just be, yeah, you should be able to pick what you want for your default because I like to see cards ranked by this. So like my best cards are the ones I see right away. Whereas, you know, a recently added card is just kind of random. I don't necessarily want to see the Bouchard, whereas my favorite cards are down here and I don't see them right away. So I think that would be better if you could pick these. But a cool thing also would be since you have these power rankings, you should be able to sort by power ranking. So I just made that power ranking. That'd be cool to add that over here, and I could click that and set that as my default or whatever. Just sort it by power ranking order. So yeah, again, some of these suggestions, I don't really know what is possible to do, but I think that would be really cool. But then yeah, they have these tier rankings here. So this one, I just made one called Collection Hierarchy. This is like my main collection. These 4 cards at the top. These are basically, this is the sort of cards I want all my cards to be at some point, but it's just, you can't even find this stuff. Like I've been desperately trying to buy cards like this for the last couple months, and I can't find anything for sale anywhere. So it's just really hard for me to even get a card to go up into this tier. But I have picked up a few cards of Bure, so I have like a little Bure PC tab down here with a couple nice cards in it. And then this is just farm team, so it's kind of just the stuff I like and I buy it, but I'm not, it's movable, you know, maybe it can go up the roster one day, but it could also be just shipped out. This Bouchard, we'll throw him in the farm team, I think. And then I have this available tab of cards I just own because, you know, I thought they're cool cards, but I don't really care that much. I easily would move them or trade them to get cards that I would rather have. So you can make these tiers. This, I really do like the way it looks. I think it's like those little tier list maker websites. Looks really nice, and it's really easy to like sort into and, you know, name everything. So there's just a bunch of stuff you could do with that. Again, this would be more fun if you had like 200 cards, I think, these sort of features. But even with a smaller collection, I think it's really cool. All right, the other area of this is called projects. This is really cool feature. It's basically like a way to track stuff you're actively working on, like sets you're trying to collect, or player runs. Like for example, back when I had my Pedersen collection with the rainbow of his OPG Platinum card, that would have been perfect for something like this, just to kind of track all the runs and stuff you're going after. But for this one, I'm not really using it yet, but I made this one as an example, this McDavid Golden Treasures. So when I click on it, I have all the Golden Treasures that are over here in my want list, and then I have the one that I own. So I have 1 out of 9. Did I put the 2015 in here? No, I just put, yeah, I want them all, which I actually do want them all, but I definitely will not be able to get, I can't even really get any of them, it seems, but except for the one I have, but yeah, we'll see. I might be able to get a few more of them. Yeah, I guess I don't have the rookie one on here. Yeah, I mean, there's no point even adding the rookie one to this because I'll never be able to get that card, I'm pretty sure. But the other non-rookie year ones, I could definitely get those if they're available. So that's an example of something you could do. And then I guess this trophy case would be if you complete one of these. You can actually test this out quickly. Let's just make a fake project. I want to see what these trophies look like. Create new project. Okay. Let's say 2 1-of-1. So let's say it was my lifetime goal to own 2 1-of-1 McDavid cards. And I own 2 1-of-1 McDavid cards. So where's the other one though? I don't know why I can't see this card, if I'm blind or what. Golden Treasures. Okay, there we go. Outburst Gold 1-of-1. All right, so those are the 2 cards, and I own them both. So, yeah, we don't need a description. Let's just see. Will this automatically give me a trophy for this? So 2 1-of-1s, and we're 2 of 2, so 100%. It says no completed projects yet. Complete your first project to start building a trophy case. Where's my trophy, sir? Did I not do it? Refresh. Maybe because I completed it like instantly, so it doesn't count or something. I'm not sure if that's a bug or if I just did something wrong. I assumed it would have showed this as a completed set. Like I would assume if I got all 9 of these cards, it would show up over here. Complete your first project to start building trophy case. Yeah, I assume, I don't know if I did something wrong, but yeah, it shows a check mark there. Add cards to project. I don't know, but you can have a lot of fun with this, clearly, especially I think, like I said, the more cards you have, the better these sort of features are. You wouldn't even have to use any of this though. Just if you're someone who doesn't really track your collection that much, just using this main page and just uploading everything with pictures, to me, it's so worth it. It takes some time, not a crazy amount of time, but just organizing everything and just getting a good visual like overview of like the stuff you have. It's like absolutely one of my favorite parts of collecting. So anyways, that's a look at the Smarter Collector platform. Really cool site. A big fan of this type of product, I guess you could say, even though this is free currently. But yeah, this sort of stuff, it's actually geared towards collectors and not just like dealers and resellers and stuff. So yeah, check it out if you're interested. And that's it for the video.